Welcome back to Creeper World 3 Ark Eternal. ShadeOfDead style. I'm ShadeOfDead. We're going to dive right back in. And let's go do Choix. Choix. Alright, it's a weird one. This one's weird. This doesn't look good. There's some Tycon tech here, but the structure isn't something they built. This is very unusual. Leah, there seems to be a pattern in the worlds we are visiting. We know that the creeper all but destroys everything in its path, something to do with entropy, or so my daughter Aliana once told me. But each world we visit has something of value. Scanning world. Leah, something of concern? Yes, we have a serious problem on this world. The emitter here is using subspace slips, emitter, but the exit points aren't stable. I have not encountered this before. Not encountered it before. Billions of years of observation and something you have not seen? This can only mean one thing. Something is aware of our presence and adapting. This is possible. We have been very visible for some time now. If this is the case, then we will be hunted ever more aggressively on each world. This will complicate our exploration. Focus on the task at hand. There's a tech artifact here. It looks like some Tycon tech. These Tycon guys are good. Yes, seems to be shield tech. This may be the only way to survive this world, Scars. Shield will repulse creeper, but requires significant amounts of energy. I have also managed to enable some more upgrades in the Tycon Forge we acquired at Lamal. I recommend constructing a forge and upgrading infrastructure as the situation demands. I'll land a command node in the center of the base and focus on defense and energy. Lots of it. Let's hope those shields are useful against these random slip emitters. Alright, pause. Pause. Okay, so you can see already, it's just popping up in random places, and that's what it's going to continue to do. Luckily it doesn't do it inside the walls, so that's an advantage. we're gonna go double command center, because yeah, reasons. Here, and here. We'll just do that to start out with, and we'll get them built. But you can see how this is going to be a problem. So these blocks, if you haven't realized yet, they hold back the creeper for a time. They will stop the creeper for a time. You can see it's starting to change color, starting to get darker here. They will slowly get dark and then fade away, and that's just how they are. They just buy us some time. That and the fact that these walls are level 10 and 9 in between, so we have a little bit of time because of that too. But things can get very hairy very quickly. So we're going to go energy, 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 energy. We're going to get some more collectors built just for a little boost of energy. It's not going to give us much, but it's going to be better than nothing at all. And then once we get these siphons built, we are going to build some reactors. Yes, I know. I collected this shield. Thank you. We're going to build some reactors because that's what we need. We're going to go 3 at a time, and we also need to just continue to get things ready. So we can relay out, and then probably put one there. That'll be fine. Now, how are we going to keep the creeper from getting in here? Well, that's a little bit more tricky. We have to use shields to buy us some time. That's what we have to do. And there, that'll be fine. Okay. The other thing we can do is we can put up some mortars to help keep the creeper down, but it's not gonna completely stop it from getting in. We're going to need to have to build the shields. So we need the power. And that's what, right now, we are going to have to do. We're just trying to get reactors up at the moment. I'm trying to remember how I did this before. I'm feeling like I need to build like guns or cannons or something to help hold this back, along with mortars. But if we can get a good shield built here, and a good shield built here, and a good shield built here, this one's really pushing in already. We're going to need to keep building reactors. And we're going to be like power hungry for a while until I can get enough reactors built. We are using the siphons to build these. I don't want to drain them all at once though. I could just throw down a whole bunch of reactors and then hope that they all get built, but if I do that, it's not going to be good, because we'll run out of power really fast. These shields, when they say that these shields use a lot of power, they do. And you'll see what they do once they get built. This is going to help for a time, but it will not be a permanent solution. Like, I can't just sit here. So what these shields do is they make these globes of energy that then, as you can see, are pushing the creeper back. That's how they work. Now, like I said, they use lots of power. We're just constantly pumping power out to them. We should probably get a forge built pretty quickly. And I'm going to start putting some mortars down in some places. Yeah, we're going to get some mortars. It's maybe too many, but it'll have to do for now. Let's get a mortar here. Let's get a mortar here. Let's get these mortars built. We're going to hold off on building any more reactors at the moment. Actually, I'm going to build like one at a time here. Alright, mortars are going to help kind of keep this back. If we can keep enough power, the problem is I'm still pulling power from the siphons, from these energy crystals. I've got to get past that point. I've got to get past that point. If I'm still pulling power from the siphons when this busts open, or when these, when they run out, we're gonna have a bad time. So we will be working solely on energy. What do you want to call it? Energy efficiency from the forge. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Boom. Energy efficiency. We've got to wait till we have 40 before we can do it again. And that's just going to help keep pushing it up. So if we look here, it says negative 11.4, negative 7.2. That's the total that's coming out of these. This guy's putting out, well, one of these is putting out 11.4, one of these is putting out 7.2. It's just how it works. We need some relays up through here. Just to kind of make sure I can connect everything up. There. I know, I'm building a lot all at once. I'm melting my siphon over here, which is bad. Okay, let's get those 3 built, and we're going to go down to 1 reactor at a time once these 3 are built. Okay, 1 reactor. We got to keep the shields up for now. They're our saving grace at the moment. And it wouldn't... I do need a few more mortars. I do need a few more mortars. I could use one over here. Just to kind of keep the... I need some over here too. Yeah, you just be right there. We got to try to keep the creeper from getting too tall and coming over the walls. And that's what the mortars are going to accomplish for us. They're going to keep the creeper from piling up too much near the walls at the moment. And also, the deeper it gets, the harder it is for these shields to push it back. So, there's that too. Okay, we've got 67. Let's up our energy efficiency. It's gone up some. We're almost in positive energy at the moment, which is good. This reactor gets done, or we get another upgrade on this, which is 60, which we're getting close to. We should be able to survive until we can have the power we need to really survive, as it were. And 60, boom, there we go. More energy. Although we are still losing energy. This is not good. And my thing's gone, so again, very carefully, 1 reactor at a time. Try to do this. We're gaining energy now. Okay, so that's good. We're doing okay. We're gonna be fine. We're gonna be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. A mortar up here would be a good idea to help push it back. Because the creeper's not touching these green walls, they are still existing. They haven't fallen yet. We're doing alright. What do we need? 80 for that next one? Okay. So I won't worry about it for a little while. Let's just build a few more reactors. How are we doing? I'll go 2. I'll go 2. It's not going to drain enough. It might go negative, but it's not going to go enough negative that will completely run out of power and the shields will fail. At least it shouldn't. Could probably use another mortar down here. He just has too much to shoot at, and he shoots too slowly. And I don't want to use my ether to power up fire rate so they shoot faster, fire range. I don't want to do that yet. You can see these are getting sped up. We're at 1.12. And as they go faster, I mean, they will eventually get to like a point where they're just streaming. Much like those ether crystals that have, or the crystals that we can build a siphon on that have ether in them, how it was just like just flying up here. It will eventually get to that point. It does take a long time for that to happen though. But we're pretty safe right now. I'm feeling pretty good about where we're at the moment. This part down here is the only part that worries me at the moment, but I think it's going to be fine as long as the shield stays up. I've got 2 mortars handling that situation. I think we're good. Let's go 2 more reactors somewhere. All right. We're maintaining what we have, but here's the thing: I have to maintain what I have, plus I need to be able to fight my way up to this. So we need a lot more power than I actually have right now. Speaking of which, more power. I want to make sure I have plenty of power. And right now we're running about, what, 12 and 10? So about 22. So I'm over a little bit, but not a lot of it. So we'll go 3 this time. And 1 more there. Then we'll see where we're at power-wise. An interesting map, interesting challenge. 1 emitter, but he's just painting the whole map. There is this here that's got ether on it. We could fight our way over to it. I could have tried to build out to it immediately. The thing is, like, because it pops up randomly everywhere, it's not exactly the easiest thing. We don't really need this. We could go get it, but we don't really need it. Alright, so where are we at? Alright, so I want to see me building like 1, 2, 3 of these, how our energy dips once they're built. While they're being built, that's one thing, but once they get done being built, then it's going to rearm them, and we'll see how the energy dips. Having just a few of these would be helpful. I don't use these most of the time. I'm actually like specifically choosing to use strafers more, and I will use bombers when we have the chance. There's no ore on this map, so there's not going to be any anti-creeper that I can use. But now it's rearming, and we're pretty good. Let's go for that and see what it looks like. The thing is even if I do overbuild here and it starts to go negative, once they are armed, it stops flowing. As long as I don't tell these guys to go somewhere, they'll just sit there, and then that, see, we are losing power now. So that was something I was concerned about. So let's go ahead and up that up again, and let's get some more reactors. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Now it is piling up over here, and that is making me nervous, but we're going to be okay. We're going to be fine. It'll be fine. You guys aren't all going to die. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. No problems here. 1, 2, 3. And you know what? 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3. Why not? We seem to be able to handle that. So 1, 2, 3. We're just gonna build a lot of these. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Now it's going to start losing power. No, it's fine. It's keeping up. 140 is what we need. I'd like to power up all this too, but I think we should maybe get this one, at least one more of these, which is now. Boom. All right, and then we'll see about how this all pans out. So start attacking there. Let's start thinning out the creeper there, and then let's work on building our salt force, which is going to be mostly cannons and mortars. Now keep in mind, again, that we do have access to guppies, but yeah, keep in mind that this stuff can pop up basically anywhere on this map outside of this base. So having said that, we also kind of need to use shields as we go, just to make sure that we all stay safe. We'll see how well this works out. We've got a lot of power. A lot of power. Yeah, just build those 5. I'm just gonna paint the map purple with reactors. Wow, wow, wow. Nice. All right. Let's get some mortars built. 1, 2, 3, and then let's also get some shields built. Now these ones I'm gonna build, but I'm going to you, and you. We're gonna disarm, so they'll build them. I think it'll even arm them, but they won't activate. I think that's how that works. If I deactivate it, it like stops getting supplied at all. But if I disarm them, it'll build it, and then it should fill them with packets, so they are armed. And then we'll see. I want to wait for those to get built, actually. Alright, how are we doing on the forge? Alright, so I am going to go ahead and do fire rate, fire range, move speed. That does increase the speed of the strafers too, so there's less time flying back and forth. And they are helping. They're helping cut the creeper down quite a bit, actually. We're still getting a big pile of it, but it is actually flowing backwards. You can see it's actually creeping backwards because these guys are doing what they're doing. So yes, it armed them all. Let's get a relay built. And we're going to start moving out. Because it's time. It's time, ladies and gentlemen. It is time. Mortars don't do well when you put them in creeper. Like, it just doesn't work well for them. So, now this one's protected by this shield, right? So we want to go out here as far as we can to connect the next one. That's what we want. So let's start stretching as far as we can with these cannons. Let's move you up to help, and let's see if we can push it back, and we can get a one of these shields. We're gonna arm him, and we're gonna put him. Oh man! See, it burst out directly on top of my my relay. This is why we need shields. I think the shields also suppress like the creeper forming, so it can be a real pain. I actually want to try to get like there and take you. We're gonna arm you and leapfrog you in. Dang it! Right next to it, if we can. Get up here. Get up here. You come with me. You come with me. And how are we doing on power? We're fine. Let's go ahead and increase the move speed so they fly faster and land faster. And let's up our energy efficiency just one more time, just to be paranoid. Because why not be paranoid? I guess. Let's get some stuff up here. You're not doing anything, so move on up. We are cutting a path through here. I guess I need to go more this direction. I'm kind of going in the wrong angle here, but it'll be fine. It'll be just fine. Alright. So, now you come here. Let's get a relay built. We're just going to kind of daisy chain these relays as we go. I might need another shield emitter. I'm not 100% on that. Get on up here. Get on up here. You're still actually doing something, and that's fine. You're not. Get up here. You get up here. You're sort of doing something. Come up here, though. We're just going to try to stay inside of our shield lanes here. We're going to put him there. So move and land, and boom. Okay, now we can get another relay up. We could put it up on this hill. That might be useful. Get out of there. You go there. Let's not do that, though. Let's put it here. We've got plenty of power. It's just a matter of having enough shields. I might have to build another one, which I think I'll do real quick, just to make sure. Weapons, no, structure, shield. Let's just build 2 more while we're sitting here. You 2, I'm going to disarm you, though. We don't need you sucking power out for no good reason. Alright, see, it's just trying to burst out wherever it feels like bursting out, which is dangerous, to say the very least. Shields are very fragile as well. You don't want them to be getting touched by creeper, if at all possible, because, like I said, they are very fragile, and they do not handle being touched by creeper at all. One of you come up here. What did we lose? Did we lose a relay? Yeah, we did. Let's build another one. We're just going to try to keep a double row here. See how, like, this guy is connected to him and him? See how this guy is connected to him and him? I don't have one here. I should probably build an extra relay set to come through here as just extra backup. If I lose one, I don't want the whole network going down. That's kind of a big deal. I gotta be that close. So let's go ahead and arm another one of you, and let's send you up here. And then we'll get a nullifier going. And I could do the same thing here. I could just daisy chain shields out this way. You could almost, like, just use shields to bully your way over here and maybe never use anything else. I don't know how that would work. I've never tried that, but it seems almost possible. You're not doing much, so come over here and help. And I would like you to come over here where you can splash on that, to try kind of keep all this piled up down. My strafers just target directly on top of that node, that emitter. We'll destroy that. Once we've destroyed this emitter, then it stops popping up all over the place. We are getting a big pile over here. It's stacked up to over 10 in height, and it's flowing. It's not that much, but again, you feel like you could sit here forever once you kind of get the basic defenses I had before I reached out here with the mortars and the shields. The fact is, eventually the creeper will push you back. Move forward. Let's just go ahead and relay like that. You go land on that. We'll get the shield key and we'll win. Game over. Game over, man. Sure, submit score. And that was that. That was Choix. Choix Jinkies. Shaggy. Alright, and that's you getting introduced to the shield. You can see how kind of each level is sort of a like mini tutorial. It's like, here's a new thing. Here's how it works. Use it to beat this level. Now here's another level, and it's a new thing, and use it to beat this level. And then you kind of get to the end, and then it's like, okay, you have all these tools that you just gained. You've got guppies. You've got, you know, I don't remember what all did we get. Guppies, shields, the forge. So guppies, shields, and the forge. All right, and so use those to beat the last mission. We're going to get something else at Defi, though. I don't even really remember Defi. To be honest, I don't recognize it from the thumbnail, what's going to happen here. But, yeah, here we are. We're going to be doing Defi next. Hope you enjoyed it. I love this game. And I'll see you guys all later. Bye, 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 bye. Bye.